What's up, everybody? It's Corey here with Good Evening Tech, and today we're going to go over how you would seed and read from a database inside of PHP's framework Laravel. So, what I have right here is an installed project, brand new from installing Laravel, and all I've done to it is migrate the database. So I just set up the env file with username and password. If you've never done something like that before, I have a video that I'll have linked to show you exactly how to do that. But what we're going to be doing with this is showing how to use a seeding function inside of Laravel to add fake data so that you can test your database. Alright, so like I said, all I did is create the Laravel project, set up my database, and I migrated it, and over here we can see the blank template project. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is it in resources, no, public database. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is a factory. So Laravel has a factory set up for us already, but it shows you exactly how it works. So Laravel uses something called Faker. Faker has an entire library of names, emails, addresses, city, town, state, country, everything you can think of. And it'll create all this data for us. So when you have some form of model, data model, what you can do is use the factories to create this fake data to use in them. So the factory by itself can be ran, but there's a much easier way, so you can do something that's called seeding the database. So down here, your migrations, it's just the create user one. Then we go to seeder. And we see right here, this is commented out. But what this does, I'm going to uncomment it. It uses the namespace for the user model, so the factory is attached to that. So your factories need to be named. Let's open that back up. Just whatever that model's called plus factory, and then Laravel's smart enough to pull it over. But what this is factory of 10, and then it'll create. So factories, the method will create 10 instances of this using Faker, and then create will save them to the database. So to use it, you go down here, PHP Artisan. If you've never seen the commands for Artisan before, just type in PHP Artisan, hit enter, and it'll show you every single command. Now the one that we're looking for is right here, so db seed. Same thing down here, db wipe. If you've seeded a database a bunch of times and you want to take it back so you can modify data, you can just do the db wipe. But how we run this is PHP Artisan. Need to save this so it works. db : seed. Alright, so it seeded our database successfully. Now what we're going to do is use one of the nice features of what's it called, Laravel's Artisan, where we can create things without actually having to create the files. So what I mean by that is we're going to create a controller right now to handle this response. So we'll do PHP Artisan make : and we'll go up here. I want a controller, and make controller right there. If you only give this one command, it'll be the name of that controller. So I'm going to call this controller home. Hit enter. Over here to app, HTTP controller. Ooh, I don't like that. So what I'm going to actually do is go PHP Artisan make controller home controller. There we go. So go back over here. Now what I'm going to do in here is I'm going to create a method inside this class that will handle our response. So call it public function home, and I'm going to get the namespace of use app models user. I'm going to create a variable called users equals user, and I just want to grab all of them. So if you're curious, you know what the heck's going on here, we're grabbing the user, and Laravel handles a lot of stuff in the backend for us, and this all command is just running a select star from table users. So Eloquent is the ORM. It basically makes SQL for us, so we don't have to worry about that. But what we're going to do down here is we are going to return our view, and I'm just going to call it welcome because that's the one view that Laravel comes with, and we're just going to modify it. And to pass stuff to it, what you do is you give it an associative array. And once you do that, that'll be it for that. Now what we're going to do is go over to our router right here, and I'm going to get rid of this. And what you do is do home controller, and it is a class, and we provide it the name home. So when I did this, it pulled the namespace over for home controller, and when you have it like this, what it's telling Laravel to do is use the home controller and use the function named home to process this route. So what I'm going to do for here is go over to resources. I think it's resources. I'm looking for views. I love Laravel, but trying to find stuff on it is such a joy. Route storage test. It's not an HTTP. It's not a database. Is it in public again? Just check again. Nope. Views. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to grab all of this stuff that I don't necessarily need. Right to there. Then from the body, I'm going to get rid of all of this. That's what that blue project over there is. It's all the boilerplate. Get rid of this class. I don't need it. Put a title. Database seeding. Right there. Close that bracket in. Now I'm going to use Blade syntax here. So Blade is a syntax type that is built into Laravel that you can use. If you want your files to use it, when you name it like this one is welcome, that's how we call it, and then .blade.php. So it is still a PHP document, but there's certain things that are unlocked for us when we use this. So what we do is an @ for each. We'll grab those users as user, end for each. Then we go in here. Just going to type this out. The username is, or we'll do the email for this user is. Now to access stuff, you do double curly brackets, and then once you go in here, we'll grab that one user, hit save there, and let's see what happens. I need to run the server. PHP artisan run. Oh, PHP artisan serve. There we go. Go back over here. And there we go. So this shows you the 10 fake emails that it made for this under the 10 fake users, and they have all the other data, but it's something you can play with to show the other pieces of data. You can change how much the factory makes it. You can make some things the same, but this is pretty much it for how seeding a database works in Laravel. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit that like button and leave a comment below. And if you want to see more content like this, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. And I hope you have a good evening.